I very rarely buy a motorcycle because I think it's the best. I usually buy a motorcycle to give me a unique experience. If you poll 10 real motorcycle guys, and the question is, what's the worst motorcycle ever made? 8 of that 10 are gonna say a 1977 Harley Davidson motorcycle. I bought this bike kind of like as an ironic exercise, something that was just supposed to be funny and kind of cute. I was sort of being a little flippant. What I didn't realize at the time that I bought it is that it was going to take me 2 years to recommission it. But after that recommission and all that hard work, what I discovered was a wonderful motorcycle. The AMF era Harley Davidsons have a bad reputation that in some ways is earned, but what's more important is they continue the tradition. The Duo Glide Harley Davidson, that's a 4-speed swing arm frame, was made in pretty much exactly the same form from 1958 to 1984. That's 26 years of basically the same motorcycle, certainly the same platform. I think there's a great lesson in that alone. But maybe what's more important, what was so surprising and such a revelation for me, is how comfortable this motorcycle is to ride. This is the evolution, the final evolution, of the Harley-Davidson sprung saddle concept. It still has a seat post tube, but now it's augmented by what's known as the Comfort Flex system, AKA the bear trap. It has auxiliary springs and scissor linkages and even a little friction damper to be able to adjust this seat fore and aft and also adjust height and spring rate. This motorcycle is a great motorcycle for touring, but what I've noticed is that it's also a wonderful around town motorcycle because it has so little trail. Sort of what it relies on for stability is bizarrely heavy wheels. There's some combination of very little trail, but a heavy wheel that generates a tremendous amount of gyroscopic force that makes this bike incredibly nimble at low speed, but very stable at high speed. I wound up with a motorcycle in vivid brown, by the way, that I thought was going to be kind of goofy, but turned out to be one of the favorite motorcycles that I've ever owned.